Good evening, I'm Mills Lane, and this is The Lane for September the 2nd, 2020. If you like what you see from our program so far, please do us a favor and hit the like button, share and subscribe to this channel. Let your friends know how we get down. It's just another way getting news out there with a little bit of twisted perspective from a nice, twisted individual, Mills Lane. I wish it would have been a nice week to be discussing things, but sadly, since we last talked to each other, there's been a lot of events that have happened, of course, across the country, and a lot of them had to do with a lot of death in the community. But first, for those who may not be familiar, the main topic show is American Culture Topics, whereas Mills Lane and Trap Gardner, we get down for our YouTube crown Thursday nights at 7 p.m. live. Sometimes we stream from other platforms, but rest assured, American Culture Topics, flagship show for the platform. Now, I was talking about a host of things that happened over the last week, and just start out by saying is the death of three well-known black men in the United States. First, we start with, to the bottom left, right, Chadwick Boesman, Hollywood actor, a lot of successful films. He passed away at the age of 43 years old. Some of his most notable roles were the Black Panther. He played James Brown in Get On Up, and he also played Jackie Robinson in the movie 42. Well known, of course, Black Panther was a very transcendent role, but it's just the shock of having, hearing about him passing away at the age of 43 to was believed to be prostate cancer. So then, before we could even process that, we found out about former NBA star Cliff Robertson, who passed away at the age of 53 years old. As the jersey he's wearing, most notable for the Trailblazers, and he set the trend for the headband, because wasn't nobody really rocking them that much before Cliff Robinson. 18 seasons in the NBA, like I said, mainly with the Trailblazers. I know he played for the Nets as well. So it just was something, and like I said, just trying to process all of this, to have another legendary coach, John Thompson, passed away at the age of 78 years old. Those not familiar with sports, John Thompson, the coach of the Georgetown Hoyas. A very long time, very historic career. Naismith Hall of Fame inductee for all his work at Georgetown University. Coached up some great players like Patrick Ewing, as well as Allen Iverson. John Thompson III, his son, he also coached at Georgetown. So it's just a heavy week. It's one thing we all have to do, but there's three gentlemen. Hopefully, they go out without scandal. Although, if you look at Instagram long enough, you'll find a scandal about everybody. But so these gentlemen, may they rest in peace, and condolences to their families at this time. Well, keep it in the interest of what goes on out here in this world. Um, Nancy Pelosi is the subject of this next story here. Um, I didn't know anything about this actually. I kind of was minding my business, and one of these Republican loving people, they decided to bombard me and tell me about how she was at a salon when she shouldn't have been at a salon, and she's breaking all these rules and yada yada yada. So I had to do a little research on it for the lane. So it turns out that Pelosi feels as though she was set up by a neighboring salon owner. According to this article from MSN News, Pelosi says that the salon owner told her that they can have a one-time or one person at a time system where she can go in. What she didn't know was there was not part of the rules in San Francisco. I mean, why would we want a lawmaker to know about the law? So anyway, of course, she was attacked on Fox News yesterday, and for not following the rules, which is interesting considering they are playing party politics here. We've been paying attention to a lot of responses from the right side, which Fox News usually shows their information and their stories. So the folks that don't want to wear a mask and are anti-mask, yeah, they are pretty much the people who watch Fox News. So why would a Fox News have an issue with Pelosi not wearing a mask? Because she was seen in the salon or going into the salon without a mask. Pelosi's explanation was that she, I believe, was getting her hair washed, and she says, "Do you wear a mask when you're washing your hair, huh?" So Pelosi's been pretty upset, which is interesting when trying to look at all of these things here. So did I even show the story? I don't know. So let me find a way to show. So yeah, Pelosi just got herself caught out there, and it's all about practice what you preach out here, huh? It's all about practice what you preach out here, honey. So you gotta understand the game. You gotta understand that you are a political figure, and everything you do will be scrutinized at all times, especially pertaining to something as polarizing as wearing a mask. So, yeah, and this happens. You never know who is going to catch you, and that's a very important thing. Why would this salon owner be in your best interest? They pretty much feel like they're losing business because Democratic leadership has decided that they can't open, or they have to have strict restrictions in order to have anything to use. So this is partly, you know, a way to get back. And now you're out there and wondering what happened and why it happened to you. Um, at least they didn't catch you wearing a kente cloth, right, Pelosi? Right. Well, finally, so I don't want to keep y'all all day and night. There's a new battle that's about to go down where a lot of men and women, they dance and they get down. Rawr. Yeah, for that I was just auditioning for the play Cats. So if I ever get a chance to go and be on that play, you'll know why I was so happy to give it a great attempt. So with that, speaking of Cats, one of the people that's going to be the new member of the Dancing with the Stars. Huh? Dancing with the Stars. One of the people that's going to be there is none other than Carole Baskin. Now, for those who may have forgot, Carole Baskin was recently on a documentary, Tiger King, that starred her and what's off of Joe Exotic. I forgot his name already. When people go to prison, you just forget. But yeah, Joe Exotic, who had a murder for hire plan to kill her, who's now serving time in prison. But Carole Baskin, of course, did not get murdered, and now she's going to be a contestant on Dancing with the Stars. Um, Dancing with the Stars, this show's been going on for a while. I think it's I'm not going to guess how many years at this moment, but this is the 29th cast. All right. But I know it hasn't been 29 years. I mean, has it? So anyway, Carole Baskin is joined by rapper Nelly. Some people I don't know. I'm just not going to name them because I don't know them. NBA star Charles Oakley, who fought his way out of Madison Square Garden one night. That was pretty funny. Sky Jackson. How about Sky Jackson? Remember her from Jesse and some meme some years ago? She'll be there as well. Jeannie Ma. And the only reason why I know Jeannie Ma is because I think she's married to young Jeezy. Yeah, who else? Vernon Davis, who's a Super Bowl champion tight end. One of the Backstreet Boys. And somebody coming back in the light, Anne Heche. Of course, there are more. There are other people I just didn't name, but they got a good mixture of, who's now, reality stars. You got your basketball player, a rapper. So there's a nice mixture, as they always do every season. Do I watch? Not really. I tried to watch a couple of years. I tried to watch the year that the one-legged girl was in there, Paul McCartney's ex-wife. Yeah. And because I was waiting to see the leg fall off, and it did, so I was rewarded for my patience. But yeah, Dancing with the Stars, a new season, and Carole Baskin, she wants to be involved. I guess I should say, when asked, well, she always has an opportunity to promote, the safety of the cats and the tigers, right? So she can always bring light to that. Big Cat Rescue is the name of her, foundation, and so she has a chance to bring more exposure. Like I said, I'm already forgetting about the Tiger King, so stuff like that. I did hear a story about the Rob guy who lost or is losing, I should say, the right to have that property. But yeah, so it's just going to be another season. There's nothing more I'm going to try to add to that. It just was nice to see that they're just exposing whatever 15 minutes of fame and however things go. And not going to keep you guys, but that's going to probably be the end of the show. I would always encourage you to check out my other show, American Culture Topics, with Trap Gardner and myself, weekdays at 7 p.m., Thursdays at 7 p.m. on this channel. And for all of that, just remind yourself to get rest. That's my plan for the night. Enjoy the fun and shenanigans of YouTube and all that comes with it. Don't let it control you, or definitely don't let it make you feel as though you're going crazy. So thanks for joining on this September 2nd, 2020 edition of The Lane. Take care of yourselves.